Welcome back in to Car Shield TV. Chris Treft along with downtown George Brown. Konixx Pure Tour Roadrunners. First game of the tournament for each of these two teams. And it's a lot of speed on both of these teams. Konixx Pure is certainly hungry because they didn't have a great year last year.
No, and to be honest with you, I do not know what to expect from either one of these teams. If I'm looking at it right now, Treft, I'm saying, to me, this is a roadrunner win. They should be the favorite here. If there was an over-under, I'd say the over-under in this game would be maybe, let's say, 4.5. And I'm saying if there's a favorite, I'm taking Roadrunners minus 1.5. It's a big favorite if you're betting. So you can send bets to Venmo, Downtown GE Brown, or Cash App, Downtown GE Brown. The line is minus 1.5 Roadrunners, and the line, the over-under, is 4.5. So if you want those bets, just put them in now. No, I'm kidding. Nobody. I don't need to get arrested while I'm in Indiana. But if you're asking me, those are the odds for the game. Those are the odds. But if you really want to put a bet in, hit my inbox.
Hey, you're not going to be allowed in the Hall of Fame if you're gambling on your own sport.
I'm not making the bets. I'm promoting the bets.
George Rose.
That's all.
Hey, but Konixx has a lot of really good players.
They do.
Look, like you said, you look at last year, and you're like, okay, they
but
just
coming
had a bad
in,
year.
that's what I'm saying, Treft. Coming in.
And expectations are high for the Roadrunners.
They are.
Like I said, when is it going to be, all right, the Roadrunners have arrived as a contender as opposed to, they're going to be great in a couple of years. Is this the year?
Well, we'll see.
Waring has it, fires it back to Aldrich.
They've only gotten stronger.
Konixx Pure. A lot of guys out of California and Arizona. Then you got Purcell and Waring, Midwestern guys. Kevin Dwyer not between the pipes for Konixx, which is a big loss for them. But it's not like they have a fall off here, though. Charlie Robinson between the pipes for Konixx. And with how things have gone so far, George, who knows? Rink Rat Liberty took black ice to a shootout.
Here's the thing. The only thing I'm seeing in this game, and I know we're early, and here's Purcell. He'll go end to end if you let him.
Just muscling down the floor. Now he fires it back into his own zone. Newens with it. Newens drops this one off to Kyle Mooney. Now Purcell skates around the back of the net. You look at Purcell and you feel like he's not moving at all, and he's just
he's just gone.
And he's just ripping past people.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on? Just a powerful stride. Kevin Mooney into the zone.
We know the Roadrunners have the scoring prowess. Defensively, it's going to be important. They've got strong defensemen, Demartino, Halverson. They've got a strong defense here.
Long-range shot put on by Kyle Mooney.
But goaltending and defense is going to be their thing. They already gave up a 3-on-2 rush where Konixx couldn't even get a scoring chance off of it. But
Keith Johnson makes the glove save there, and he's consistently very good, Keith Johnson. And as you said, all the goalies in this pro division are great, but he was a big part of their success last year in PAMA Pro. See if he can do it again this year. Remember, he got hurt in that PAMA game, too. That didn't help. Now here's Joey Demartino, left wing side. He shoots and scores.
That's an early goal, and that's a goal he'd probably like to have back.
Doesn't take long for Joey D.
He got ran over after the puck went in, but I didn't see any traffic in front of the net. It was just a simple shot by Joey D that beat him low glove side.
Demartino does have that quick release where you don't think he's doing anything, he's just dancing, and then all of a sudden rips it home. Face off one here by Konixx. They're behind the 8 ball here. Parker Elliott over to Tommy Toohey. Now Paul Linder thrown into the boards by Jackson, but Linder comes away with the puck. Jackson forces the turnover. Left wing side, Jackson shoots, and that one's blocked. Jackson just, you look at him, way he skates, way he plays, you're like, man, this guy's not very good, but like he just gets stuff done.
He does. I got to coach him at Tours.
Crazy.
He played for me at Tours, and he does. He gets stuff done, man.
It's not always pretty, but it's always effective. It's just crazy to watch him play. Smallest guy on the floor, but he's just such a smart hockey player. It's incredible. Kyle Aldrich. Nice stutter step move on the far side to get around Blake Bennett. He comes into his offensive zone. Drops this one off. Swanson, long range shot, save made. It's loose in front. And John Waring couldn't come away with it.
I'm seeing the Roadrunners get caught flat-footed a lot. They're not moving as much in the defensive zone, and so guys are left open. If you're Konixx, and you don't want to, here in this Pro Division, you don't want to give anybody room.
Nick Berger has it for the Roadrunners as Demartino fired it back into his own end. Here comes Blake Bennett into his offensive zone. So left wing side for Shane Bennett. As you mentioned, two big pickups here for the Roadrunners.
And speaking of that, Tress, we're watching some pro hockey here. Can you believe that tomorrow the NHL's back?
Yeah, it's going to kill our ratings, though.
Nah, never. People have a computer screen and a TV.
Hey, and roller hockey people love roller hockey, so they might pick us over the NHL. Not the Avalanche game, of course, but
Sabres game is on at what time?
October?
Yeah, right.
Or December, I should say.
Probably November, yeah.
Here comes Newens. Left wing side, stutter step, shoots, it's blocked, comes back to him. Power move to the front of the net, save made. Johnson on the rebound, says no. What a stop by Keith Johnson.
Keith Johnson comes up huge there because right then we had a game tied early, and I think it's a 1-0 score, Roadrunner. We don't have that up on your streaming side, but we'll get it up there for you. Roadrunners up 1-0 against Konixx Pure if you're watching here.
Big tie-up off the face-off. It's actually the scorekeeper that does the score, so I know we're looking at the video people.
On the video up there, the top?
Yeah.
Because the scorekeeper has it right down here on the bottom.
On the bottom, that's ran by the video room here at the Allen County War Memorial Coliseum.
Okay, but
our screen is ran by the scorekeeper, who was a new scorekeeper because Denny isn't there anymore.
Okay, all right. Well, at least we know that now.
There you have it.
So downstairs is where we need to check.
Max Halverson
That
into
should be
his
Big
offensive
Jeremy
zone.
in there, right?
Roadrunners really slowing it down here as of late.
They'll play the possession game and then turn it up on you when they need to.
Pass comes up to Richie Artie. The Bethel Wildcat. Looks like he took a hook there. No call made. So here comes Konixx Pure. Tanner Toohey into his offensive zone. A lot of brothers on this Konixx team.
So Konixx has a full roster of 12. The Roadrunners, if you're a flight, you're oversold at 13. But 18-minute period, you can make it happen.
Purcell tries to power to the front of the net. That one not working. Luke Corso and Purcell come together behind the net, two big bodies. And Purcell wins that and fires it back into his own zone. Tanner Toohey. He'll feed Kyle Mooney. Try to get it to the high slot. Intercepted. And Ricciardi has it. Caden Ricciardi out of Windsor, Colorado. Pass to Max Halverson. Feeds it up the middle. Here comes Delamorte. Long range shot. And the Lindenwood line is denied by Robinson. Konixx back the other way. Tanner Toohey, high slot to the far side. Shot by Linder. And that one is blocked up into the netting. Nice back check there from the Roadrunners.
Yeah, and Delamorte was on that back check there. The minute his shot got stopped, he was gone the other way. You can't ask for anything more from your forwards than a back check like that.
Must have learned that from Ron Bielstein at Lindenwood
Very possible.
University. Beautiful move here by Demartino to get out of his own end. Now leading to offense. Wrist shot. That one's blocked.
He was looking for goal number 2.
He's dancing early. Jackson. Back to the red line. How do you think the Roadrunners would have done at Tours? I think they would have been right there in the semis.
I do too. I think they would have been a strong team. I mean, not to say would have been because they're here now, but
yeah.
If they would have played, yes, they would have been right there in the thick of things. Do I think we still would have had the same?
Delamorte, nice move around the back of the net, and he'll fire it into his own zone.
Do I think we would have still had the same 2 teams in the championship? Yes.
Probably, yeah. Demartino up to center. Nice job by Delamorte. He's got like 8 guys on him. He got away from it.
He was looking to go back door. He almost had his man there.
Waring to the right wing side. Alex Mcdonald into the zone. Amac tried to send it cross rink. It's blocked. Christian Acosta gets bottled up.
And they're going to be on 2-on-1 here.
Nick Martini, right wing side. He's looking. Saucer pass towards the front of the net. Nice block by Swanson.
Konixx is going to be on you if it takes too long to make that outlet pass. They're a strong man-to-man team, so they don't give you a lot of room. And when they do, that's when you have to take advantage. And Demartino already has with a 1-0 lead.
Konixx setting up the breakout. McDonald circles back into his own zone. He'll set up behind the net. 8:54 left in period number 2. Shots are tied at 3 apiece. And Demartino has the only tally. Martini forces Konixx out from behind their own goal. Now it's brought along by Kyle Mooney. Kyle Mooney tries to cut to the slot. It's blocked. Sticks flying everywhere. And the Roadrunners settle it down. It's Demartino. Joey D. Heading up the floor. Shimmying, shaking, near side circle, centers it to the back door, shot!
He fought off a hook there, too.
Not sure what that hit, but Shane Bennett's shot stays out of the net. Terry Farrar, one of our referees. I'm not sure who the other one is. Can you see?
I don't know him. I know Terry. I don't know the other one down here. Never seen him a day in my life. Here's Blake, huh?
Blake Bennett, shot!
Oh!
Goes through the goaltender, hits the goalpost, laying on the goal line. Whoa, look out. And shot up into the crowd. Souvenir.
Blake and Shane can both shoot. Got great shots, smart with the puck.
Discovered out of nowhere by downtown George Brown.
Downtown GB. The funny thing is, I would have to say,
both good ice hockey players out of Grand Island, New York. Last year, Shane Bennett, 24 points in 34 games for Quad City in the SP. Also had 5 games played for Kansas City in ECHL. Blake Bennett was at American International College last year. 60 points in 59 games. A chance in front. A penalty coming. With Corpus Christi Ice Rays in the NA before that for Blake Bennett. Well, now the Bennett brothers are going to see the Roadrunners short-handed here. Power play for Konixx.
So let's see how they set up here. We know Waring's here. He'll probably play top if they go diamond. Or no, he's going to the wing. And is that Mooney?
Yep.
Up top?
Kyle Mooney.
So they're going box.
For Waring. Down low for Aldrich. Saucer pass
That's
back
a
for
tough
Waring.
pass there.
Missed. Waring heads back up the floor, rocking the Tour Code 1 skates. Right wing side for Kevin Mooney. Back over for Aldrich. He shoots and scores.
Great puck movement there. You couldn't look for better puck movement in a box. And they don't go diamond. It's interesting to see what teams use diamond and what teams use box. So once we get that queued up for the replay, you'll see which the passes on the box. You try to get when those forwards, when not just a forward, but when one of the guys down low has to press to one of the sides of the box, you're looking to get that diagonal pass because that back door will be open. Because a lot of times if you have quick puck movement, the defenseman can't drop down low enough when you're in that rotation. So you try to catch them in that rotation. And Konixx definitely caught them there to tie the game at 1.
Here comes Konixx looking to get the lead now. Swanson. Back for Mcdonald. McDonald up for Aldrich. He had a lot of the net, though, but Keith Johnson was getting over, so he still had to make a good shot on that passing play.
He did, and Aldrich roofed it. It was a perfect shot to beat him.
Maybe besides Demartino shorty, that might be the goal of the tournament so far. That was beautiful passing. And now Konixx, very slow start, but they're looking good as of late. Get a power play goal, now they have control and the momentum. Alex McDonald to the far side. Aldrich back in front, just misses Swanson, standing on top of the crease. Now Delamorte up the floor. Tries to send it off the boards, it's blocked. Possible odd man rush here. Aldrich, far circle, he'll shoot. Beautiful block by Demartino. We all know how good Demartino is offensively. As he tries to dangle and turns it over. Puck deflected on net. Johnson makes the save, but I was just about to talk about how great he is defensively.
We talked about it, Treff, a minute ago. We talked about it when it was in every game, the feeling out process, and one goal opens things up. And after we got that first goal, things started to open up in this game. A lot more interesting than last game. A lot more action than last game. So I think these two teams don't mind going end-to-end sometimes. And I know we'll have a lot of times when they'll play possession, but these two teams do not mind moving on each other.
Here comes Konixx. Pass to the front, that one missed. Now out to the high slot, wrist shot goes wide.
Konixx making sure they're back defensively. 3 guys back defensively just waiting for the Roadrunners to come, and they have no option to throw it back here, but it's a turnover.
Looking to take advantage is Kevin Mooney out of Laguna Hills, California. He's forced to the corner, tried to center it. And Action Jackson on the back check intercepts it. Puck's up the boards. Kevin Mooney gets to Purcell. He tried to spin around a pass. That would have been beautiful. Tanner Tui was behind the defense, but it just slid away from Purcell. George, well-played hockey game so far. Shots are 5-4 Konixx. The score is 1-1.
It is, and it's not, I don't want to say so much of a tight checking game because this type of game right here, it seems to be, as much as a roller hockey game can be, it seems to be going end-to-end. We've got both teams with a bunch of
chance here. That wrist shot goes well high and wide.
And that goes out of play. Both teams with a good amount of possession time. I don't think one team has controlled play more than the other. I think the Roadrunners had control of the play until that power play that Konixx scored on, and then it's been more so even keel here in the late half of this first period. But I would honestly have to say that Roadrunners were controlling until they gave up that power play.
That green and black logo of State Wars at center almost looks like a Roadrunners home game. Puck over to Shane Bennett, to his brother Blake. Those two came onto the scene when George picked him up for tours a couple years ago, and they really stole the show and got you guys to the championship game.
Yeah, we beat the Mudcats with like 5 seconds to go. Blake scored the game-winning goal in that game. lost their black ice in the championship.
Here comes Berger. Wrist shot. That one had a lot of mustard behind it, but it goes wide.
I'm sure not everybody picked that up, but think about it for a little bit. You'll pick it up.
It was certainly a cheesy joke.
Okay, we're done.
Come on. Those were good. Burger, mustard, cheese. You're just getting a little behind. You need to catch up.
The silence is me staring Treffy down now for these jokes.
I'm on fire.
I enjoy them.
Almost.
That's when you probably should have said, I must be butter because I'm on a roll. See, you could have kept going with the burger and roll.
Roll? No.
Okay. All right. I'll give it to you. It's all yours. It's your world.
I was thinking of fire grilled. I'm on fire.
Gotcha.
Grilled.
Gotcha.
Either way, Berger missed a shot, and they've passed around for a little bit since then.
To sum it all up.
Roadrunners have the puck behind the net. You know what's best about roller hockey as opposed to ice hockey, which is go, 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 go all the time? We have a little more time to make cheesy puns.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
talk about Georgia's burrito that wasn't very good.
It was awful. McDonald's burrito, no go.
No, who's not awful? Demartino. He skates into the zone.
But he doesn't make burritos, though.
No. Well, we don't know. Maybe he does. Demartino burrito.
That's a bad turnover, but he got through.
New burrito shop coming to Bohemia, New York here soon.
Yeah.
Kevin Mooney gets stick slashed out of his hands. Didn't like it. Now Halverson's behind the defense. Bad angle shot. Save is made by Robinson. Odd man rush here for Konixx. Amack leads the rush. Rister. That one goes off a shin guard and up and out of play. Minute 24 left in period number 1.
This period has gone by pretty quick.
Not many whistles.
Not many at all. So, of course, we're not gambling out here, but on Twitter, if you want to get in on these lines, get in on them. Remember, you had to make it at the beginning of the game. The over-under was 4.5 with Roadrunners minus 1.5.
Halverson looking to beat the spread. But his shot, well, a fake shot, wasn't blocked, and now he has it on the far side. Hey, sports gambling's legal in America now. Halverson shot. And that one is blocked by Robinson as it goes in the corner. Robinson, like you said, maybe would want that first one back, but he's really settled in since then.
He has. You got to give him credit for that.
Alex McDonald.
Great calm play by McDonald there.
Back behind the goal. Waring to center. It's blocked. Demartino having a little bit of trouble handling this one. Now he does. And for those wondering at home, as Delamorte shoots, and it's blocked away by Robinson. Now he's going to head back towards the front of the net. Oh, boy, he gets rocked.
There was no attempt to play the puck there at all.
Do not enter the crease when Kevin Mooney does not want you to.
They knew exactly where he was going. Waring lost that battle on the boards as Delamorte turned away from Waring, and Waring looks a little worse for Waring.
There you go.
There.
You'll learn eventually. You're getting
rubbing off. I don't even do those things. But it's a power play now because of that battle loss.
19 seconds. We'll see if it carries over if they don't score. Big battle in the corner. Now it comes free out towards the point. Konixx took a risk that might cost him. Far side. Delamorte missed on the one-timer.
Fanned on that one. That'll be the end of one period, Treff.
After 18 minutes of play, we're tied at 1. We'll take a break and be back for period number 2. Tour Roadrunners, Konixx Pure, back after this on CarShield TV.
If you're into throwing money away, hey, I guess do your thing. But if you're like me and millions of other people who don't want to get stuck with expensive repair bills, then call Car Shield. I trust them with my car, and you should too.
Welcome back into the historic Allen County War Memorial Coliseum. Not only great with the history here, but also one of the few remaining buildings in the country without a cheesy sponsorship name. So it's been the Allen County War Memorial Coliseum for almost 70 years. And now roller hockey takes over for the next week. Power play here for the Tour Roadrunners in a tie hockey game, 1-1. 15 seconds into the second period. Halverson far side down low. Chris Treft along with downtown George Brown. Pass to the right side. Demartino back over to the far wing. Had a wide open net, but they tried to center it as Jake Corso didn't pull the trigger, tried to pass there.
And Jake Corso had the same opportunity of a shot that Aldrich had for Konixx Pure. Corso didn't take the shot, he tried to pass it. Now, if the pass wasn't in the skates, that's a wide open net to pump home the goal.
Halverson sends it through the middle, and that one missed.
They're looking for that tip, too, that backdoor tip.
Demartino. Wrist shot. That one's blocked by Kevin Mooney and comes all the way back into the Roadrunners zone. Demartino might look like he's 16 when he's 30. Halverson, left wing side. He'll shoot. That one's blocked.
Everything.
Stingy defense from Konixx.
Killing off the penalty for his brother.
Now speak of the devil, Kevin Mooney out of the penalty box down low for Kyle back in front. That one's blocked, pops on net. Delamorte couldn't quite hit the brakes there. And that one trickles into the crease, and Keith Johnson gets the cover with 16:30 left in the second period.
Remember, folks, if you're watching, there are two 18-minute halves here in PAMA Pro. The only division at State Wars that goes 2:18s. The only pro level that goes 2:18s. Stop time.
Long feed up ahead. A chance for Shane Bennett. But Waring on the back check forced a bad angle shot, and Robinson didn't have much trouble with it. Aldrich, nice move to come into the zone. Far side, he'll shoot. That one ricochets off a shin guard up into the netting. 16:05 left in the second period.
Funny seeing those guys. Aldrich and Bennett were both on that team that went to the finals at Tours, played together. Aldrich and both Bennetts now playing against each other in this game. Mutual respect for all these guys, I would say.
There's got to be at least one former excitement player on every single pro team, right? You've had a lot of guys come through.
I've had a lot of guys. I mean, I've coached forever.
Yeah.
But I don't think this. Yeah, Hawkins played for me. So, yeah, snipers. Yeah, maybe. Very possible, man. I wouldn't be surprised.
Anybody on Rinkrat?
Let me think. No.
Chance in front. Aldrich, speak of the devil. That shot goes wide of the net.
Nope. No one on Rinkrat.
Well, we found a team.
Yeah, we did. See how easy that was.
Because Rebel, you had Alex Kyle.
And Novak Krogman.
Novak. Black Ice.
Cal played for me on that same team
Yes.
that went to the championship.
Cal. Rinkrat Liberty, we talked about them earlier. Mudcats. We've had to have had somebody. Larry. Snipers. Well, PAMA. Chance in front for the Roadrunners. That one's blocked. What about PAMA?
Ethan and Junior played for me before.
There you go.
Junior won a D1 title with me. That Ryan Perry played on that team as well. Scored the overtime goal against the Junior Mudcats that year. He was in Taylor, Michigan.
The who's who of former excitement players. Kevin Mooney sends one through the middle, comes into the circle. Jackson was laying down on the floor, but still made the play.
I don't even know if Newlands was ready for that pass, because if you're in the slot there, you might want to one-time that. He wasn't even ready for that.
Martini gets Demartino. He's shot out of a cannon. He'll shoot, and that one's blocked again.
Aldrich has had the puck on his stick all game.
It's a magnet. Kevin Mooney gets the puck to Aldrich. Fires it back into his own zone. Robinson has it. Uh-oh, a turnover by Robinson. Jackson's in. He shoots it high over the goal.
I haven't seen many goaltenders play the puck well yet.
Well, Tartaglione did in that first game against you guys.
He's exempt from that conversation. He's another defenseman out there.
He's like a bubble hockey goalie. Delamorte slap shot, and that one's blocked. I think
How many shots has Mooney blocked so far?
He's blocked more shots than they have taken. Purcell to the far side, a chance!
And
Swanson misses it high.
Konixx is missing shots.
Swammy, Swanson, Samsonite. Purcell into his offensive zone. Powers to the outside, he's got a lane! Goes to the front of the net. Johnson loses his glove, and the whistle blows. Man, Purcell cutting across the crease, which he does pretty much every time, is scary because he's a big boy.
He does. He'll take it end to end, and he'll go to the outside. He'll go to the outside every time and try to cut around, cut in front of the goaltender.
They know it's coming, and he still does
outside
it
every time. Yeah, because he's got a big body, also with the speed, so he'll come to the outside, cut around, and try to cut in front.
And we talked about how you don't know if he's going fast or not. It's even worse when you're a defenseman. You're like, oh, this guy's not moving.
And then you try
crap.
to step on him. It's like, oh crap, he's
Yeah.
by. Yeah.
Then you got guys like Spezia, who are so fast, it doesn't matter that you know he's coming fast.
Right, absolutely.
Jake Corso into his offensive zone. Love the green helmets here on the Roadrunners. Konixx, we've seen these jerseys before, but some great new jerseys here for the Roadrunners. Puck fired up ahead. It's Max Halverson. Moves down the right wing, cuts the front of the net. Beautiful goal! Max Halverson puts it under the stick of the defenseman and fires it home. 12:43 left in the second. Roadrunners have their lead back.
P.S. New favorite jerseys so far? Roadrunners for me.
Face off back at centers. We finally get our goal horns going here. Linder has it for Konixx. And if you're wondering why there's no music in the building, guys, it's because these games are being broadcasted on YouTube TV, and YouTube is pretty much the worst when it comes to licensing. So any music we play, the feed will get shut down instantly.
Wow.
So that's why you're not hearing any music in the building. It's because the sound system is so good here in this arena that our feed would get shut down every 5 minutes. So that's why it sounds a little quiet in here. And the players can probably hear our goal calls. But it's what you got to do, right?
Got to do it.
Corso gets the assist on the Halverson goal. He didn't really have to do much. He just gave it to him and watched it. Halverson do all the work. But on the score sheet, it all looks the same, right, George?
Yeah, it does. Listen, and that's all that matters.
So the Roadrunners have the lead again. They gave it up after a power play goal for Konixx in the first. Demartino somehow, some way gets away from Tommy Toohey into the zone, cuts to his left. Demartino plays it back, nobody there.
Wow, it's a 2-on-0 if he goes, but they'll just let him go with a breakaway.
Tanner Toohey in alone, backhand shot, stopped by Johnson.
Penalty shot?
Penalty coming. Will it be a penalty shot? It
Yes,
is.
it is. Here's the crazy thing about it. In that situation, why wouldn't you go for the 2-on-0?
I think he was tired. They were about to change because that was the end of the shift. Because I mean, Tanner Toohey is a fast guy, but he just looked dead.
Because Tommy, and Tanner was dead at the end of that shift, but Tommy was breaking in, Tommy, they were both behind the defense.
I didn't see who the Roadrunner player was, but kudos for catching up.
Yeah,
Granted,
he
took a
did.
penalty to get this penalty shot. Here's a big opportunity in this game. It's Tanner Toohey in forehand try. Big save by Johnson. And you know what might have helped Keith Johnson there is Tanner was dead at the end of his shift. Got that puck, had to go the full length of the floor, and then he gets no time to rest for the penalty shot.
Yeah.
So he might have been gassed on that one. Still a great move and an excellent save, though, by Keith Johnson. Well, remember that if this game ends 2-1 or 3-1, Keith Johnson.
On that penalty shot. And he stopped the
Yeah,
breakaway, too.
yeah. Shuts down both opportunities there for Konixx. Konixx looked a lot better than they did last year. They just were never in a rhythm in any of those games last year.
Yeah.
It was just, an off tournament for them, but here they've looked really sharp. Keith Johnson's been really good. Shots are tied at 9.
One of the biggest highlights so far on the PAMA Pro, that penalty shot.
Demartino, look at him dance. Shot. Robinson makes the save.
Demartino and Halverson coming down that right side have been dangerous.
You know what the Roadrunners do not have any of at all is size.
No.
But with plays like that, I don't know if you need it.
Corso's a bigger body, but
Yeah.
not tall. No reach.
Long range shot. Johnson makes a save, holds on and covers. I think that's the one thing you kind of look at, which it's roller hockey, so it's a little bit different. But, last year when they played PAMA, when it got physical, it was tougher for them,
Yeah.
right? Because you're playing against men. Like Steve Oleski, he'll take anybody on that team. And if he throws them into the boards, But with the speed of Demartino and Halverson and Corso and Delamorte and all these guys, it's interesting. It's just like in the playoffs last year, when the Blues and Bruins met in the final. You had speed and skill versus size. St. Louis is full of it. Purcell over to the far side. Shot put on by Kyle Mooney, and that one's blocked. So we'll see if that plays out throughout.
It was interesting, and I bring this up because I remember it so well, but I'll get back to it in a
Kyle
minute.
Mooney tried to find his brother Kevin going towards the front of the net. That one missed.
I remember it so well, Trev, because the new NHL really came in when the Sabres actually had like Briere and Drury, when it wasn't.
Costa to the far side.
It wasn't all about size in the NHL anymore. In the early 2000s,
Briere, Drury, and Finneganoff.
Yeah, it was maybe.
How did Halverson get away from 3 Konixx back checkers there?
Think around 06, 07, Trev, when that first really started, where it was all about size and skill in the new NHL, instead of just being, all about speed and skill, instead of just being all size. I think it's more of a hybrid now from the old NHL to the new NHL and what it is now.
Because, then you still have guys like Mikko Rantanen who are so big.
Yeah. So it's more of a hybrid there.
Connor McDavid's not small. He's certainly fast. So it's not like he's a tiny little Martin St. Louis type player.
Right.
And you still, look at the Blues defense. I think their average height is 6'6". So Demartino coming up the floor, tries to turn it back. That one's blocked. Long range shot. That one hits off the glass. Puck goes to the far side. They try to get it towards the front. That one's blocked, and Aldrich has it.
Delamorte's been very active here today.
Gets it for Ricciardi. Back to Delamorte. Dangles in the slot. Goes to the forehand. Off of Robinson, off the post, and cleared back by the Roadrunners into their own zone to reset. Behind the net look here is Demartino hanging out behind the goal. Right in your living room at home. Or at work like most of you. Or working from home. Put it all together. Ricciardi far side whiffs on the shot. Possible odd man for Konixx. But it's broken up by Jake Corso on the back check. But then it pops free again. Linder. Far side. He gets knocked down by Delamorte. A lot of guys out of the NCRHA on both of these teams, and you feel bad for them not being able to have that national championships this year in Fort Myers.
And that's what it was going to be this year, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I'm hoping at least by.
But I do think all the players were granted another year eligibility if they were a senior. I do believe. Sorry if I'm wrong.
You would think, right? But if they started playing, they did start the season, though, right?
Oh, they played the whole season. They just missed
The Nationals.
the Nationals.
Yeah.
They even had most of the conference championships, maybe all of them, if I'm not mistaken. Here comes Demartino. Over for Halverson. Halverson moves east to west, now curls back to the red line. Back into his own zone. No sense of urgency here from the Roadrunners, leading by 1. Get the puck to Demartino. Flies his way into the zone, wraps around the back of the net.
Aldrich is out of stick here.
Demartino walks to the slot, whiffs on the shot though. Puck comes out towards the point, and Swanson unable to do anything with that. Pass misses Swanson. He gets back to it on the half wall. Tries to escape behind the net. It's blocked. Martini sends it up the boards to himself.
Quick, smart play by Martini.
And now Halverson into the zone. Looks back, doesn't see anything. Now heads in. High slot, he'll shoot. That one's blocked. Another blocked shot.
That one hurt.
Aldrich slowly skating off. Luke Corso, far side. Fires it back into his own zone. Martini has it. No pressure here from Konixx, so Martini can grab himself a martini and hang out for a little bit. Now he leaves it behind the net.
I think both teams are okay with the gameplay right now.
Blake up to Shane Bennett.
Good switch there.
Sends it back in front for Blake. His
Oh.
one-time shot goes wide. He had most of the net there. Now here comes Konixx. Looking to equalize this game. Tanner Toohey, big slap shot. It's blocked into the corner. Puck over to the near boards. McDonald tried to play it back down low. Blocked. Now Blake Bennett. Comes into the zone, head of speed, Palmer to the outside, comes back in front and chips it wide of the net.
Blake's moving out there.
Blake Bennett gets some space from behind the net, walks out front, backhand try, beautiful save by Robinson. They tried to go 5-hole, but Robinson closes his legs and makes the stop. Robinson tried a poke check there, and Blake Bennett, smart, saw that and went under the stick of the goaltender, but then just missed as Robinson went into the splits.
Blake's going to get his goals. Blake's going to get his goals in this tournament. And it's one of those things you just – because especially with 13 guys, these guys are coming out fresh every single shift. And you got a timeout over here. I think it was the Roadrunners who called it.
I did not see it. They didn't
I didn't
signal
see
it.
either. I saw the ref signal it, but I don't know who called it.
And we do apologize. I know we've had some comments about how our audio is a little bit ahead of the play. I think they're working on it on our end. So
we also a lot of people at home say the broadcast view is very, very, very high. So maybe we can zoom in a little bit on that. I'm not sure, but we'll see.
Can't zoom in much further. You'll get some nose hairs here on these shots of the bench.
Well, not on the bench shots yet, but bench shots are good.
As you see the Konixx bench right now. There's Nick Boyarski talking to his boys.
Boyarski's really fixing his goatee, but yeah, I get it.
Face off one.
Here comes Purcell. And there
Alright,
goes
Konixx.
Purcell. There goes Purcell.
How the heck did he come away with the puck there? He moves in, power move, backhand shot. Johnson would have stopped. It's loose in front. Linder shoots.
No way.
Johnson made the save.
Oh.
On the rebound, they score.
Oh, man.
Konixx would not be denied there.
Can you guys roll that back when you get a chance? I want to see if he got a toe on that save before it hopped over.
Everyone stopped playing, and Linder saw that puck was
And
still loose.
Here it comes right here. So we'll take a look at this play. And it's Purcell trying to get it off the boards there. And the puck pops over a stick. Everybody goes after it.
Everybody missed it, and he just kept on trucking along.
And yeah, I'm watching the replay here. And you don't get to see it on your program, but
Linder looking for the lead, down low, and Mcdonald falls down before he can get the shot away. Scratch that, Kevin Mooney.
I was watching the replay there, and on that rebound that nobody knew was laying in front of the net, Keith Johnson got a glove on, which was crazy. It just hopped over and went in.
Pass up ahead, a chance for Konixx. Drop pass. They try to go to the near side for Aldrich. It's blocked 2-on-1. All day here for the Roadrunners. Halverson from Jackson. Halverson back to Jackson. He shoots it, hits the goalpost.
This is the end-to-end action we love in roller hockey. Not as a coach, but I love to just watch it.
Aldrich into his offensive end, fakes the go back, skates behind the net, gets to the high slot. Swanson, stick handles to the right side. Big collision behind the net.
Got his stick held. Good battle down there.
The intensity has picked up here in this one.
Love it.
Oh, Swanson,
man.
big check in the corner.
Wow.
Roadrunners wanted a call, and
They could have got that, too. That could have been a call, too.
Roadrunners player is down. Not sure which one that is.
That looked like
It's like Halverson is slow to get up. Now
That
he's
looked
heading
like-
to the bench.
it could have been a cross check. He went right into the boards hard. Looks like he'll be okay, though. Over there on the bench.
Acosta takes a slash. This one sent back in their own zone. The animosity is picked up as well here, George.
Under 2 left here, Treft.
Well, now that physicality for Konixx is coming through, and like we said, the Roadrunners, that's their
the who?
kryptonite at times.
You say Roadrunners?
I said Roadrunners.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. This turned out to be a great game. Man, my predictions are pretty good, except for the Roadrunners -1.5.
Yeah.
The over and under was good.
Hey, there's still time.
Looks like the over under is going to be pretty accurate.
This one has shootout written all over it. Jake Corso doesn't like that idea. He comes into the zone. He overskates the puck, though. Tanner Toohey. Both teams are starting to really hack and whack. And the referees have been consistent, though. Consistently not calling much. Letting them play here. Pass up ahead to Linder. Back to the near wing. Puck caught up on the boards. Elliott tried to get to the front. Knocked away. Pass comes back for Elliott. He cuts to the high slot, now curls back. Instead of forcing it, made the smart play. Now it's Konixx again. Or still, Tommy Toohey. Kevin Mooney.
Under 30 left, Treft.
For Tommy Toohey, back to Kevin.
Just if you guys want to know, the official time is under 20 seconds left now. Even on your screen, it says 45. There's only 15 seconds left in the regulation time here.
Pass out to the point. Long range shot. It's blocked. Uh-oh. 10 seconds. It's Christian Acosta. He shoots. Robinson, the glove save. The
How do
game
you
saver.
shoot that in the shin pads with 10 seconds left? Goodness.
Well, also, too, you're shooting into a shin guard, but you're not going to score from the.
No, and
The red
maybe you're
line on
shooting
Johnson.
maybe you're shooting for a rebound, but you got to make sure that gets through.
Face off was irrelevant there as the horn sounds. And, George, we're heading to another shootout, and this one's going to be a fun one. You got to think Demartino and Halverson are going to shoot. We've already seen a penalty shot in this game, so we've got to get more.
You'd have to think one of the Bennett's is going to shoot. Blake, maybe? I would.
Well, that's who you would pick.
I would pick Shane on breakaways.
But, I mean, or do you go with those guys that play roller hockey all year round? Delamorte? Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, Vio can look down his bench and go with anybody.
Yeah.
I know Joey's going to go. Halverson and Delamorte will probably
And you know
go.
he's going to do that fake shot backhand thing.
Joey's going to go. It'll be Halverson or Delamorte, I would say. Then probably one of the Bennett's, I would say. Berger's also an option.
Yeah, I mean, pick your poison.
I think you got on this end, you got Aldrich.
Aldrich, Purcell, Waring, maybe?
I don't know if Purcell goes here.
Well, he was out and ready to be the first one.
Yeah, he's always out and ready to be the first one. I think you got to go Aldrich, Waring, and probably one of the Moonies, I would say, or Amac.
Also, once again, pick your poison.
Are they trying to get the rules here?
Terry Farrar, just to confirm, get the cell phone out.
Should be 3 guys.
Purcell will be the first shooter for Konixx Pure.
Wow. Wowzers.
Purcell in. He scores.
Wow. And
Johnson.
he made it look easy.
Johnson didn't even move there.
So who's this now?
Shane Bennett.
It is Shane. Okay.
Shane Bennett, 24 points in 34 games for Quad City this year in the SPHL. What can he do here on wheels? He'll shoot, and a pad stop made by Robinson.
Shane I've seen come in, and he's usually stronger when he makes the move on the goaltender.
Aldrich, you called this one. Let's see what he does. He has a goal in the game. Can he add one in the shootout here? To increase their lead off the post and in. 2-0 after 1.5 rounds for Konixx Pure. That one off both posts and in. That was a great shot by Aldrich.
Halverson doesn't score here. This one's over, Treft. And this wouldn't be one I would expect. But it would be a nice rebound win for Konixx.
Halverson in. Forehand try, misses the net, and Konixx Pure
They come from behind.
take the 3-2 shootout victory. They get 2 points. The Roadrunners get 1. And this crazy, crazy tournament we've had so far gets even more clustered.